Hi, how are you today? This is Auntie Nets Crochet. Glad you choose this tutorial video. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It'll mean a lot to me. I have hundreds over videos, so do check them out. And today I'm gonna make another bubble tea, something like this. This is a sheep bubble tea, but now I'm going to make a rabbit bubble tea. Means I'm gonna make a rabbit flat face and paste it on one of this bubble tea here. The bubble tea tutorial video, you can click on this icon here. It will bring you straight to the bubble tea, how to make this bubble tea, the plain bubble tea. I mean, if you do not want all this character on the bubble tea, then you can just make one plain bubble tea that will look like this. So this particular video is all about the flat face rabbit. Nothing to do with that cup, I just sew it on. Okay, so I'm using cotton yarn. If you have any leftovers from your previous project, you can always use it to do this, because you only need just a little bit of yarn just to make this face. And of course you would need some safety eyes. I'm gonna use this type of safety eyes. These are just so cute. It has all these dots there. It makes the eyes kind of like shine, kind of like more cute. Then I use safety nose, and of course, because the cup is kind of big, you will need quite a lot of stuffing, this much of stuffing, so be prepared for it. And if you do not mind, my straw and the lid and the cup are of different color, just to differentiate that this is the lid, this is the straw, and this is the cup. Just couldn't make this flat. Maybe I put too much stuffing, too greedy. Okay, now let's start with the bunny face, a 2D bunny face. It's very simple, and it just takes you a couple of minutes and you'll be able to create one. I forgot to mention that I'm using a 3.5 mm hook, and these are 5-ply cotton yarn. So now I'm gonna make a magic circle. I start with a magic circle. Just curl it around your finger, make a cross, and make a knot. So inside this magic circle, I'm gonna do 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So once you have 8 single crochet into the magic ring, I'm gonna pull this tight. Now for row 2, you go to the first stitch. Now if you do not know where is the first stitch, you can count back the V shape here from the front here, from the hook here. You can count back to find your first stitch if you do not know how. You go to the first stitch. I'm going to do single crochet increase. Single crochet increase means 2 single crochet. Let me 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Let me add a marker. So I did 1. So now 1 more, 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And next stitch here, I'm going to do half double crochet. You're gonna yarn over. You're gonna pull through all 3. And you're gonna do it twice in the same stitch. This is called half double crochet increase. So I have a single crochet increase here, a half double crochet increase here, and I'm going to do one more half double crochet increase, two single crochet in this stitch, two half double crochet in this, two half double crochet in this. And now I'm going to do single crochet increase in the next three. This one, and this one. This three I'm going to do single crochet increase. Means two single crochet into the same stitch. This is one. This is two increase. And this is the third increase. And this last two stitch here, I'm going to do half double crochet increase. Yarn over, and you put through all three, and you do two in each stitch. Oops, it got bigger, the hole. And this row 2, you should have 16 stitches. And now we're going to go to row 3. Row 3, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4. This is the first one. 1, let me add a marker. 2, 3, and 4. 4 single crochet, and now I'm going to do half double crochet increase in the next two. This is one and this one. 1, 2, half double crochet increase. So you're going to do one half double crochet, then you're going to do another one in the same stitch, and again in the next stitch half double crochet and another one. And now I'm going to do single crochet in the next 6 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again I'm going to do half double crochet increase in the next 2 stitch. This is one half double crochet increase, now another one, another set, and by now you should have 2 more stitch left. These 2 stitch I'm going to do single crochet. So this row you should have 20 stitches. And now we go to the final row, row 4. I'm going to do single crochet increase in the next 2, this and this. And let me add my marker to mark that this is the first stitch. Then single crochet increase, and then another one. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4. Then I'm going to do 1 single crochet increase here. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this next one I'm going to do single crochet increase, and I should have 4 stitch left. So here I'm going to do single crochet in all these next 4 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're done. And this row you should have 24 stitches. Here I should leave a long tail. I forgot to leave a long tail for this one because you need to sew this onto the cup. Okay, is it long enough? I'm not sure. Then somewhere here. I mean, if you want, you can actually do this. Bring it from the back here. And put it through here. So it will look kind of like a perfect circle. And we need this because we're going to sew all these sides here to the cup. Okay, now I'm going to make the rabbit ear. I made one here. It's going to be a small ear like this with some white patch inside, and I'm going to attach it here like this. So all this is going to go inside of the cup. So whatever tail there is here, you do not have to weave it in because it might show. We just pull it inside the cup and hide everything inside. And when you put stuffing, you know, and all this you pull to the back, you just tie a knot. Then it looks neat. It doesn't look like, you know, sometimes when we weave in, it does look a bit like you know, it's thicker here or here. So when you sew this here, try to kind of make a stitch here to make it go upwards, more like a rabbit ear. Should be somewhere here. And I got ready the eyes and the nose, and now it's just to assemble it. Oh yes, and we do the ear first. So I'm gonna use a white color yarn because the middle part here I want it to be white. Just curve it around your 2 finger, pull up a loop and make a knot. So in this you make a magic circle or a magic ring. In this magic ring I'm going to do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do 6 single crochet here, and you pull this, I'm not going to make it into a circle, just a semicircle like this. And here I'm gonna change color, change it to gray or brown, or whichever color that you're using for the face. You come back here, change it to gray, pull this away, turn to the back, turn your work. In this very first stitch here, you do a slip stitch. Oops, pull more of this. I want the tail to be longer so that it can go inside the cup, and I can tie a knot so that it won't come off so easily. Okay, now go back to the same stitch and do a slip stitch. Oops, wait, let me do that again. Pull up the yarn and do a slip stitch. So the first stitch, you don't have to chain one, you just turn your work and slip stitch into the first stitch here. Then you go to the next stitch here, do single crochet, and the next stitch here I'm going to do double crochet increase, means 2 double crochet into that same stitch. Yarn over, go back to the same stitch, and you're going to put through 2 by 2, that's a double crochet. Same goes for the next stitch, double crochet increase, 1 2, and you do one more time, and you put through 1 and 2, and the next stitch here you're going to do single crochet, and the last stitch you're going to do a slip stitch. Leave a bit of a tail for sewing, so now you can actually cut this yarn here, the white yarn and also the gray yarn, in case you might need this yarn to sew too. So you're gonna bend it this way, make a few stitches here, but make sure you can still see the white part like this. Don't seal all the way like this, just seal a bit the bottom here and open it up a bit so that when you look in one glance you can see the inner ear is actually white in color. You're gonna attach it here like this. You're gonna use a tapestry needle, sew it firmly here, one here and one here. Then we place the eyes and the nose, and I'll show you how to do the rest. Again, I need to do a mouthpiece as well, a white piece here for the mouth. It's in white color. So all you do is you make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Once you have a knot, chain 4, 1 2 3 4, go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook, this is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. Go to the second stitch from the hook and do a single crochet. So this second stitch here, or the third stitch, this middle part here, I'm going to do half double crochet increase. You yarn over, do half double crochet increase, means 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. and you go to the last stitch here, you do a single crochet, and we turn our work, turn to the other side into the same stitch. I'm going to do a slip stitch, and the next one a slip stitch as well, and the last one. So there are 3 slip stitch all together. So the mouthpiece will look like this, and here, this part here, leave a long tail so that you can sew it onto the face. Here, right here, and all this tail, I'm gonna pull it to the back and later pull it inside the cup. So this is the mouth, this is the ear, and I'm gonna place the nose here and the eyes. Okay, I will come back to you once I sew these 2 ears nicely and this piece. This one, you take a tapestry needle, you sew all around here, underneath here, always poke this way, from here, 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 here. So it goes round, and you have a mouthpiece here like this. And this one, don't forget to make 1 stitch here first at the bottom before you sew it onto the head. Okay, let me show you one of the ear. I've attached this ear, just loosely attach 2 stitch here, so from the front you can see how I sew. Actually, it's this stitch here. So this one, use the gray yarn to kind of make 1 stitch here to make it kind of stick, and you notice this line here, make 1 stitch and pull it to the back, so that when I stitch it this way, you do not see 1 line of white. Okay, now make 1 more stitch here, just to hold it nicely close together, not so close so that you can see the inside. And here, where do I stitch? Remember where we stop? This is where we stop, and actually this is where we start. And remember, there's this part where we have this single crochet increase. You can still see the increase. This is 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and I just make 1 stitch next to it. So I'm gonna do the same here, right here. Let's see, where is it facing? Okay, do not cut all this away because this is gonna be quite flimsy. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 stitches of this ear onto the cup with these tails here. So this one, you make 1 stitch here, and you just go to the next stitch, underneath, and you won't see that stitch. You can go to the back here. You can make 1 more stitch just in case. Because this is kind of flimsy, but I'm gonna attach it to the other side, the cup, so it will be very secure later on. Let me see. should put in here on the ear and into the head here, the same stitch where I do the stitch next to this single crochet increase. Leave all this tail here, you need it. It looks kind of messy now, but once we attach it to the cup, you would not notice all this flimsiness. Just leave this alone, because I might need all this tail to make a few stitches. This hole here, just let it be. And where's my piece? I should call this the mouthpiece. Okay, let's see if I can see the... Okay, I stopped here. Means my last stitch I should go in here. This is the half double crochet part, and this is the slip stitch part. I am going to put exactly here, cover this magic ring hole here, and this one I'm gonna bring it to the back. Okay, let me make one stitch here first. Let's see, it should be here. Just hold it there first. Grab the other tail in as well. Oops. And let me see. So it should look like this. If you want, you can tie a knot first before you start sewing to kind of like hold it in place, so that when you sew it doesn't like run away. It looks like this. So when you sew, you can see here, this is the knot that I make. You tuck it in when you sew so that it won't be noticeable. I stop here. Make sure this half double crochet increase is on the magic circle here. Let me make one stitch here. So when you stitch, you just follow this line so that it doesn't look noticeable. You can see the line. You can see the stitch. Just go right below it. Is it too tall, too high up? And take a look first, because that's where I'm going to put the eyes. And this is going to be the mouth. Is it too high? Yeah, I think it's too high. It should be slightly lower. Okay, I can do that. I will wait. Let me check. One eye should be here. Yeah, it's too high because it's going to cover the eye. Okay, I'm going to redo this. So at least you get what I mean. You know how to sew this here. So that's why sometimes just make 1 or 2 stitches first. Oops, it got stuck. Okay, I'll come back to you once I have this fastened again. This should be slightly lower, somewhere here. Okay, now I will try and do the mouth. Something like this. I get a pink yarn. Don't pull it all the way, leave some tail to tie a knot here later on. And somewhere here, I suppose. I mean, I can still remove it if it's not right. And it's kind of difficult to make it smile, and this is so thick. Let's see if I can make it smile here. Ouch. All the way to here. With this one stitch here. Let's see if this works. Did it smile? I hope so. Okay, now make one stitch here and do not pull too tight. You want the smile to be as natural as possible. Later you can use your needle to go move it around a bit, pull a bit or release a bit. I mean, if you're satisfied with this, I'm gonna add the stopper for this. I have to add the stopper here at this piece because it's already too thick. I can't add the stopper when I'm at the cup. I think I'm gonna choose an orange cup. Like this. So maybe I'll choose the other cup. So when you put this here, you push this eye over here. It's kind of thick and you just cannot add your stopper. So it's best to add your stopper now. And all this, either you cut it shorter, or if you want, you can pull it over to the cup one by one, or you know, just cut it short and hide it inside here, because I'm gonna sew all around here onto the cup. Because this particular one, the ear is kind of long, maybe I'll use this cup. This cup is slightly bigger because when I was doing this cup, I forgot to change the hook size. I think this is a 4.0 mm hook size and this is a 3.5. So can you see it's a smaller cup. Same type of yarn, so it got smaller. So maybe this is perfect for a rabbit because the rabbit's ear is kind of, you know, chuck out this way, whereas for the sheep or a bear, the ear can go a bit sideways and the ears is not so long. Okay, I'll come back to you once I have all this nicely fastened and I'll sew it onto the cup. Okay, I've pulled some of the yarn into the cup and tie a knot, and I forgot to make the blusher. This is optional whether you want to make it blush Just get some pink yarn. Let me leave the tail here. Make 1 or 2 stitches. And bring it over to this side. And make it blush this side. This is optional, you can do without it. Like this. Wish I can make a more cute smile. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to the back. Bring this to the back as well. And tie a knot at the back. Do not tie too tight or the blusher would sink in. Where is it? Okay, just tie a knot. And dip those tail inside there. I was sewing this halfway and then I realized I did not add blusher. So here I'm gonna sew all around this edge here. It's kind of difficult to see on camera because I have to make sure I do not knock the camera. And you just sew all around here. So if you want your here to be kind of round, pull it down. If you want it to be a bit flat, then put it up. So I just started here, so I'm gonna sew all around here and also here, and all this tail, make sure you hide it nicely, sew here to hide it. Make 1-2 stitch here. So I'll come back to you and show you how I'm gonna crochet the lid onto the bubble tea cup. Okay, I've attached it nicely. So now I'm gonna put the lid on. This is not the final yet. I'm gonna add more stuffing when I'm about 3/4 full. And one more thing, the tutorial for this lid, I did the same as this part here. When I come to think of it, I did 1 more row of single crochet all around, so it's going to be slightly bigger than this, to see if it will kind of go down. This one is too like I'm not sure how I say, it's like it just don't feel right. So I make 1 more row of single crochet all around after the last increase, and then I'm gonna join it here. My straw is gonna face here like this. So the straw is up to you, how you want it to face, where you want it to face. Just grab the back loop. Okay, sorry. Make sure this is on the other side. Make sure your yarn is always on the left side. Oh, sorry, right side. You make one stitch. Sorry. Just make one slip stitch just to join it together. Now I'm gonna take the front loop from the lead and the back loop from the cup and do a single crochet. So one front loop, hope you can see this, front loop from the lead, this is the lead, and take the back loop from the cup and do a single crochet. I'm just gonna take one loop. And then you're going to do all the way here, and remember, don't get carried away. Once you're here, add more stuffing, because I just do not want it to get in the way, so I just add about this much, not much. Yeah, I'll get back to you once I'm at the end. Okay, I've done the whole row, so this is how it looked like. I think this is slightly better because that one is just nice, so I make one row of single crochet all around, so it's a little bit wider, not so like pulling. So at the end here, I just cut the yarn and just make it go through the cup or the lid. You just follow the stitches. See how the stitches goes. Don't pull too tight because it will show. And make it go around a few rounds. Because the lid is the only part that has the same color as this tail here. This is a different, the cup is of a different color, and the rest you just put it inside the cup. You can shape it around. Now I have myself a rabbit bubble tea. So which do you prefer? The sheep or the rabbit? This cup is technically it's slightly bigger because I used the wrong hook. This is a 4.0 hook, this is a 3.5, so it's slightly bigger. Just nice for the rabbit because the rabbit's ear is kind of high up. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Do stay tuned. I have 3 more cups over there. I need to make 3 more pieces for that 3 cup. So do stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you in my next post.